Step into the dark with 10 hidden horror gems you can stream right now. From pulse-pounding scares to twisted tales of terror, these scary pics will crawl into your mind and stay there. Let's dive right in. Number 10, Capture Kill Release.
Just kill him and everything will be fine.
Get that out of my face!
Jennifer and Farhang seem like a typical young couple, until their home videos reveal a shocking secret. They're planning a cold-blooded murder. What begins as a disturbing fantasy quickly devolves into grim reality, as Jennifer's obsession with killing spirals out of control while Farhang hesitates, caught between love and conscience. Shot entirely in found footage style, every shaky frame drips with eerie normalcy and creeping dread. The handheld lens captures the slow moral decay as they shop for tools, stalk potential victims, and laugh through the planning like it's just another project. Capture Kill Release is a deeply unsettling portrait of intimacy turned rotten, where devotion becomes a weapon and the home becomes a hunting ground. Each recorded moment pulls you deeper into the terrifying calm of premeditated horror. Number 9, the Atticus Institute.
They're pushing it too far. They want to control everything, but they can't. It's too powerful.
In 1976, a secret government facility known as the Atticus Institute conducted controversial experiments on individuals claiming psychic powers. When Judith Winstead is brought in, what starts as a scientific evaluation descends into pure terror, as she exhibits abilities that defy explanation and possibly reality itself. Her presence fractures logic and shatters minds, drawing the attention of military forces eager to exploit her gifts. Told through chilling faux documentary footage, interviews, and surveillance tapes, the film builds a slow, suffocating tension as science, fear, and the supernatural collide. Directed by Chris Sparling, the Atticus Institute blurs the line between research and possession, as the team's curiosity turns to horror in the face of uncontrollable, otherworldly power. Number 8, Never Let Go.
Say it.
Never let go.
In a post-apocalyptic forest, a mother and her twin sons are bound by ropes to their secluded cabin, forbidden to venture beyond its borders. She warns of a monstrous force lurking in the wilderness, a predator that will take them the moment they let go. But as time passes and the boys begin to question her rules, the line between protection and control begins to blur. Unease festers within the walls, and the threat outside starts to feel no more terrifying than the one inside. Reality fractures, trust fades, and a mother's love twists into something desperate and unrecognizable. Directed by Alexandra Aja, Never Let Go is a taut psychological nightmare where survival hinges on belief, and doubt is the deadliest enemy of all. Number 7, Don't Hang Up.
My parents.
Tonight, you get to decide who lives and who dies.
Sam and Brady spend their nights making sadistic prank calls, broadcasting each cruel joke to a growing online audience. But their fun stops cold when they target the wrong man, a caller who flips the game and traps them in a night of escalating terror. With their phones hijacked, their loved ones threatened, and every move watched, the boys are forced to obey a series of twisted commands or face brutal consequences. As paranoia sets in and their friendship crumbles, the line between prank and punishment disappears. Directed by Damien Massey, Don't Hang Up is a nerve-wracking descent into digital vengeance. Number 6, Mom, Mothers of Monsters.
Mom? Mom?
Even if I could turn him in, I probably wouldn't.
Abby Bell is a single mother who believes her teenage son Jacob isn't just troubled, he's dangerous. Convinced he's on the verge of committing an unspeakable act, she sets up hidden cameras throughout their home to document his behavior, hoping to expose the threat before it's too late. But as the footage builds, so does the paranoia, and the line between protective parent and obsessive captor begins to blur. Shot entirely through found footage and surveillance, every moment feels invasive, raw, and unnervingly real. Directed by Tusia Lyman, the film is a harrowing domestic horror where the enemy lives under the same roof, and the need to protect spirals into something far more terrifying. Number 5, Most Beautiful Island.
You wanted money? Here you are.
Luciana is an undocumented immigrant barely surviving in New York City, picking up odd jobs while hiding from a past she refuses to confront. when a mysterious friend offers her a high-paying opportunity. She's drawn into a world far removed from anything she's known. Dressed in a black cocktail dress and stripped of her identity, she's led to a locked basement where strangers watch and wait for something unspeakable. What begins as a night of promise turns into a silent, suffocating ordeal where the price of survival is higher than she ever imagined. The film is a slow-burning psychological horror rooted in real-world desperation, where exploitation masquerades as opportunity and one wrong move could mean vanishing without a trace. Number 4, Waxwork. When a mysterious wax museum appears overnight in a quiet suburban town, a group of curious college students are invited to a private midnight tour. But this is no ordinary exhibit. Each display transports its victim into a living nightmare based on classic horror tales. Vampires, werewolves, mummies, and more spring to life. And once inside, there's no way out unless you survive the scenario. As more friends disappear, the remaining guests begin to understand the truth. The Waxwork is a gateway feeding souls to resurrect evil on a global scale. The film is a gleeful, blood-soaked descent into horror's greatest hits, where stepping too close to a display isn't just dangerous, it's a one-way ticket into your worst nightmare. Number 3, The Nest. In a remote Italian mansion surrounded by woods, young Samuel, paraplegic from a childhood accident, lives under the strict claustrophobic rule of his domineering mother Elena, who forbids him ever to leave. When Denise, a vibrant teenage maid, arrives, Samuel begins to glimpse freedom beyond the safe walls. Gentle music, teenage rebellion, and the world outside beckon. But Elena will go to terrifying lengths to keep her son tethered to the estate, enforcing her control through covert enforcement, isolation, and cruel routines. Directed by Roberto De Feo, The Nest is a haunting horror fable that merges gothic isolation with subtle apocalyptic undercurrents, as the veneer of care hardens into captivity and the promise of escape carries a darker cost. Number 2, Pin.
You'll have to take care of Pin before Pin takes care of you. Is Pin a friend?
Leon and his sister Ursula grow up under the cold, clinical gaze of their physician father, who teaches them about life using a life-sized anatomical dummy named Pin. But while Ursula sees Pin as just plastic and wires, Leon believes he's real, a trusted friend and voice of reason. After a tragic car accident leaves them orphaned, Leon brings Pin home, dresses him in their father's clothes, and begins consulting him for advice, approval, and control. As Ursula tries to build a normal life, Leon's world tightens into delusion, and Pin becomes something far more than a doll. Directed by Sandor Stern, Pin is a deeply unsettling psychological horror. It isn't a story about possession. It's about obsession, loneliness, and the quiet horror of a mind unraveling in plain sight. Number 1, Dream Home. Chung Lai-shung has one goal: to own her dream apartment overlooking Hong Kong's Victoria Harbor. She works multiple jobs, sacrifices personal comforts, and cares for her ailing father, inching closer to her dream one paycheck at a time. But when the price of the flat suddenly skyrockets beyond her reach, something in her snaps. What follows is a brutal spree of violence, executed with cold precision as she eliminates everyone standing in her way. The murders are shocking, not for their gore alone, but for the icy calm with which they're carried out. Told in non-linear fragments, each flashback reveals how hope twisted into desperation and dream became nightmare. Dream Home is a vicious social horror wrapped in the sleek skin of urban ambition, where the cost of property comes measured in blood and broken lives. Here are 4 other movies you have to see. Pet. A shy, socially isolated man working at an animal shelter becomes fixated on a woman from his past and sets in motion a chilling plan to insert himself into her life. As his obsession deepens, boundaries collapse, and what seemed like simple admiration turns into a dangerous power play. He's out there.
To us.
On a tranquil family getaway to a secluded lake house, a mother and her 2 young daughters find themselves under the menacing gaze of a silent, calculated intruder. The idyllic setting becomes a trap of shadows and stalking, where trust dissolves and Haven turns into horror. Glorious.
That's what I need from you.
What did you do, Wes?
A broken man stopping at a roadside rest stop wakes up locked inside a bathroom stall, confronted by a strange, otherworldly voice in the adjacent stall that proposes something surreal and ominous. As the conversation unfolds, reality warps and the ordinary bathroom becomes the stage for cosmic unraveling. The last winter.
I'm telling you, there's something out there that's trying to drive us out of here.
You see it?
I need it.
Deep in the Arctic wilderness, an oil exploitation team battles brutal weather, corporate pressure, and something primal lurking beneath the frozen ground. As tension mounts and paranoia spreads, the line between environmental degradation and supernatural revenge blurs into terror.